You mentioned when we were chatting before the show, you mentioned that you have a lot of projects lined up and, this one needs this done and this one needs this done. And one thing that you mentioned is one of them needs lacquer.
Mhm.
Do you use something for indoor, or do you do a lot of projects that are meant for outdoors? Do you use different finish on those?
So yeah, the indoor-outdoor aspect does play a factor. A lot of my stuff is indoors. However, there is reasons why I use certain things. So, for example, it depends on what I want it to look like. If I want it to be a real natural look, not I don't know, how do I put this? Not like fake looking, but I don't know. Sometimes when you spray finishes like lacquers, polyurethanes, or anything, it just doesn't look right. So sometimes I'll use, for natural look, wood finish look, I'll use oils and things. But lacquers, I've started using more of that more than some of your water based things for one particular reason. It dries super fast. And believe it or not, the more humid it is, if I recall my father telling me this, it actually dries faster. Um,
Oh, wow.
and it dries hard too. So like you'll spray a coat, not even 5 minutes, maybe sometimes 10, depending on your temperatures and things. You can sand it and go to the next coat. Like that's why I like using lacquer. It just stinks. Um, I walk in the house after spraying lacquer, and the wife goes, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's Essence Day lacquer. Don't worry about it. It'll just get rid of it."
You'll come around.
Yeah.
You like it.
But then like outdoor stuff, I do like Total Boats. Oh my lord, I just had it. Halcyon, yes, thank you. Halcyon works really well. It's a marine varnish, and I can tell you, I've had a customer I sprayed that 2 years ago. It still looks like what it did when I sprayed it 2 years ago.
So that doesn't yellow
No,
quickly?
No.
Nice.
which is awesome. Unless you get the amber Halcyon, so they got like the clear
Yeah.
finish, and then they got the amber
Mhm.
finish. Amber, you'll get that yellowish look because some people like that old aging look to their
Uh-huh.
finishes. Some folks they don't, which is why I kind of stay away from polys because polys will yellow over time. The only times I'll ever use polys is if I'm using like it for cherry, walnut, any darker woods that you're not even going to tell that it had that poly on it. So yeah, that's why I use the different kinds of finishes or different kind of finishes I typically go for, and why.